Let me break something down for you right now. Tough times are the crucible that forges powerful individuals. That's the reality of life. Do you honestly believe that those who came before us had it easy? Do you think success was handed to them on a silver platter number? While weak-minded people sit around whining, casting themselves as helpless victims of their circumstances, hoping for some miraculous turn of events to rescue them, the strong, those with grit, thrive when the going gets rough. They don't just endure the struggle, they grow from it. Every setback, every challenge, every ounce of hardship only sharpens their strength and determination. I didn't come from wealth or privilege, right? I wasn't born into luxury or given a head start in life. I had to claw my way up from the bottom, scraping and grinding every single day just to survive, let alone succeed. There were no handouts, no shortcuts, no easy paths. I fought tooth and nail to build the life I live today. And you know what? I'm thankful for that struggle. Because if everything had been handed to me, if my path had been paved with ease, I wouldn't have developed the resilience, discipline, and toughness that define me now. We live in a world that is designed to keep you small. The system is built to distract you, weaken your resolve, and keep you trapped in a cycle of mediocrity. They want you addicted to mindless scrolling, to empty entertainment, to filling your head with nonsense while they consolidate power and wealth. And while you waste your precious time, they're getting stronger, richer, and more powerful. But let me make this clear. If you don't seize control of your own fate, someone else will do it for you. If you don't push yourself to your absolute limits, you will blend into the background, forgotten and overlooked. Being average isn't just uninspiring, it's invisible. When I was a teenager, there was no option to slack off. I was hauling crates of fish at 15, running miles just to make it to my job, driving myself to exhaustion every single day. While most people my age were complaining about their lot in life, I was out there hustling, preparing myself for a future I was determined to build. I knew deep down that no one was going to swoop in and save me. No government program, no family bailout, no lucky break was coming my way. It was all on me. And I had a decision to make. I could either wallow in self-pity, accept a mediocre existence, or I could rise above it all, put in the hard work, and carve out my own path to success. Now, let me ask you something important. Are you truly living up to your full potential? Do you wake up every morning fired up and ready to crush your goals? Or are you wasting hours on pointless distractions, drowning in excuses, letting comfort and weakness dictate your life? Be honest with yourself. The harsh truth is that most people aren't putting in the effort. Most people are soft, lacking discipline, and caught up in a web of distractions. That's exactly why they're stuck and not winning. The difference between those who achieve greatness and those who fall short is simple. Winners embrace the grind. They don't shy away from the hard stuff. They dive into it headfirst. Winners show up day after day, whether they feel like it or not. They push through fatigue, boredom, discomfort because they understand that success is never given, it's earned. One of the biggest lies society tells you is that you need to feel motivated before you take action. That's pure fiction. Waiting for motivation is just a form of procrastination. What you actually need is discipline. You don't need to feel inspired. You need to get moving even when every part of you wants to quit. Do you think the warriors and champions of history waited until they were in the mood to act? Absolutely not. They rose to the occasion in spite of the pain, the fear, and the hardship. And that's exactly what you need to do. It doesn't matter how exhausted you are or how unfair the world seems, no one is coming to bail you out. You can sit around feeling sorry for yourself, or you can get up and build yourself into a force to be reckoned with. This world is not kind to the weak. Every single day, life tests your resilience. Society would love nothing more than to keep you passive, obedient, and easy to control. But you weren't put on this earth to be a pawn. You were born to lead, to dominate, to rise above. Success is not for the faint of heart. It's reserved for those who are willing to suffer, to sacrifice, and to outwork everyone else. The path to greatness is littered with obstacles, pain, and setbacks. And if you're not ready to face that reality head on, you simply don't deserve the rewards. You say you want wealth, power, and respect, but are your actions aligned with your words? Are you cutting out the noise? Are you prioritizing discipline over comfort? Are you showing up and delivering when no one's watching? Or are you just another dreamer who talks a big game but never actually plays? Your life is a mirror of the choices you make every single day. Right now, in this moment, you are either stepping into your power or squandering it. You either rise or you stagnate. You either build a legacy or you fade into obscurity. I know what I chose. I chose relentless pursuit. I chose to push past every limit. I chose to be a warrior in a world of spectators. And today, I live the life I created through my own relentless effort and iron will. The question is, what are you choosing? Remember, life doesn't reward excuses. The universe doesn't hand out prizes just because you've struggled. If you want it, you have to take it. No one's coming to save you. So are you going to rise or are you going to let life break you? Let me spell it out for you plainly. The men who truly make a mark in this world aren't sitting around daydreaming. They're out there moving the needle, taking decisive action, and forging themselves into unstoppable forces. That's a truth you need to grasp fully. There's no magical, perfect moment waiting around the corner. There's no ideal time when the stars will align for you. The right time to act is always the present. Every single second you waste hesitating, waiting, or second guessing is a moment stolen from the future you could be building. I know some of you are thinking, but it's so difficult. Of course it's difficult, it's meant to be. That's the whole point. The challenge is what makes it valuable. If it were easy, everyone would be successful. If success was as simple as wanting it, we'd be surrounded by millionaires, champions, and legends. But look around. That's not the world we live in. Why? Because the vast majority of people don't have the grit. They don't have the heart to endure what's necessary. They aren't willing to put themselves to the fire. You have a critical decision to make. Are you going to settle like the masses, those who resign themselves to a mediocre, unremarkable existence, or will you be among the rare few who step up and seize what they're destined for? Understand this, no one is going to hand you power on a silver platter. No one is going to casually offer you respect and admiration. You have to earn every bit of it through relentless hard work, laser sharp focus, and an unwavering belief in your ability to succeed. Look back through history and you'll notice a pattern. Every great leader, every warrior, every victor shared one common trait: they refused to settle. They rejected weakness. They would not allow the world to crush their spirit. Do you think legends like Alexander the Great sat around making excuses? Do you believe Julius Caesar postponed his conquests because he wasn't in the mood? Absolutely not. They rose, they fought, they conquered. That same indomitable spirit, it's inside of you too. The real question is whether you have the courage to unleash ire, whether you'll let it wither away like so many others who lack the strength to step up. Here's a truth that might sting. You've got two paths in front of you. Endure the hard work and sacrifice now, or live with regret forever. Because while the road to success is steep and unforgiving, nothing compares to the crushing regret of never having tried. Imagine reaching old age, weak and irrelevant, staring back at your wasted years, fully aware that you could have been great. You could have built something extraordinary. But you threw it all away for short-term comfort, laziness, and distractions. And let me tell you, there is no pain greater than the agony of missed potential. Personally, I'd rather struggle, sweat, bleed, and fight every day than face that unbearable regret. That's why I wake up every single morning with fire in my belly, with a hunger to push my limits, because I will never allow myself to settle into mediocrity, and neither should you. Let's be real, most of you are nowhere near tapping into your true capabilities. You think you're working hard, you believe you're putting in the effort, but in reality, you're just scratching the surface. You sleep late, spend hours scrolling your phone, waste your days on meaningless activities, and then wonder why you're not rich, why you're not successful, why you're not where you want to be. Wake up. The world owes you nothing. Success doesn't care about your excuses. And time is slipping away, whether you like it or not. Every single second you waste is a second gone forever. Every minute spent on distractions is a minute you could have used to build your empire. Each day you let pass without action is a day stolen from your own future. I get it, the world has conditioned you to be weak. Society tells you to avoid pain, to seek comfort, to take it easy and enjoy life. But that's the trap. The moment you start prioritizing comfort, you start dying inside. Comfort is the silent killer of greatness. The moment you allow comfort to dictate your choices, your growth stops. You stop evolving, you stop pushing boundaries, and once that happens, it's only a matter of time before you start slipping backward. That's why I never let up. That's why I keep grinding no matter how much success I've already achieved. Because the second I allow myself to relax, the second I lower my guard, I start to lose the strength I worked so hard to build, and I refuse to let that happen. So let me ask you something straight up. Are you going to keep living the same uninspired way, wasting your precious time, making the same tired excuses, hoping someone else will swoop in and save you? Or are you going to take the reins, own your life, and transform yourself into the man you were meant to be? Here's the harsh reality. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to grind for you. No one is going to gift you success. The only person who can change your life is you. So the question is, do you have the strength? Are you willing to suffer now so you can thrive later? Are you prepared to strip away every distraction, every excuse, every weakness holding you back? Because if you truly are, then nothing can stand in your way. The world is yours to conquer, but only if you're prepared to pay the price in full. So what will it be? Weakness or power? Comfort or legacy? Excuses or real tangible results? Decide right now. Every man faces a crossroads at some point, at defining moment when he must choose between greatness and mediocrity. And don't fool yourself into thinking there's some safe middle ground. You're either moving forward or sliding backward. You're either winning or falling behind. Look closely at your daily routine, your habits, your choices. Ask yourself honestly, are these the habits of someone destined to whiner, someone setting himself up for failure? Every single action you take is building your future brick by brick. Most men don't even realize they're constructing their own prison with their daily choices. They waste their time on junk, feed their bodies with garbage, distract their minds with meaningless entertainment, and then act surprised when their lives are a disaster. They wonder why they have no wealth, no influence, no respect. In life, you don't receive what you wish for, you receive what you've truly worked for. And here's a hard truth. If you fail to take command of your own path, someone else will gladly step in and steer it for you. Not to uplift you, but to use you, control you, and turn you into just another piece of their machine. The system is designed to keep you fragile, to keep you comfortable and distracted with meaningless things so that you never notice you've been shackled, enslaved by comfort, by fleeting pleasure, and by your own inability to act. But you don't have to remain trapped. You can shatter those chains and rise above your circumstances, but make no mistake, it won't come easy. Anything valuable, anything truly worth achieving demands effort. The hardship, that's what forges your strength. The discomfort, that's where your real power is born. The pain, that's what filters out the strong from the weak. I've stood at the bottom, I've tasted failure, worked jobs I loathe, and struggled just to keep afloat. But I made a decision. I would not be another man wasting his life waiting for success to magically appear. I decided to seize control. I fought back. I trained my body and my mind. I sacrificed comfort and leisure. I made it my mission every single day to sharpen my skills, to grow tougher, smarter, more capable. And now I live life on my own terms. You can too, but it starts with brutal honesty. Stop lying to yourself. Stop pretending you're giving it your all when deep inside you know you're holding back. Stop hiding behind excuses. Real achievement demands a price. The cost is your comfort and your distractions. Are you prepared to cut loose the people and habits that are dragging you down? Are you ready to put in the work when there's no audience, no applause, no recognition? Because that's the reality of the grind. Weak men falter when things get tough. They surrender when results aren't instant. But the strong endure. The strong welcome the struggle, knowing it's only temporary, but the payoff of perseverance lasts forever. Want influence? Earn it. Want respect? Prove it through relentless action. Want freedom, wealth, and power? Build them with your own sweat and resolve. Nobody's going to give you anything. Nobody's sympathy will change your fate. Only your unwavering discipline, your unbreakable will, and your obsession with winning will transform your reality. Here's a sobering fact. Most men will never rise above mediocrity. They'll stay small, stay distracted, stay comfortably numb in their routines, forever blaming everything and everyone but themselves. And that's why they'll never succeed. The divide between winners and losers is simple. Winners own their lives, losers make excuses. Which side are you on? Are you the one who grinds every day no matter the obstacles? Or are you the one waiting for someone else to fix your problems? Understand, this no rescue is coming. If you don't seize your destiny, you will spend your life being directed by others. You'll be a pawn, insignificant, forgotten. Or you can become something greater. You can become a leader, a force, a man who bends his surroundings to his will rather than being bent by them. The choice is yours, but it's a choice you need to make now because time is slipping away. Every tick of the clock is a piece of your future that's lost forever. Every idle moment pushes you closer to a life full of regret. And trust me, the sharpest pain you will ever feel isn't failure. It's the agony of knowing you wasted your shot. So what's it going to be? More empty excuses? More wasted days? Or will you rise? Will you seize control and become who you were destined to be? The clock's ticking, and here's your reality check. Weak men get nothing. Weak men are forgotten. I'm not here to comfort you. I'm here to challenge you. The life of ease you're clinging to, it's a trap. Every indulgence, every shortcut, every lazy choice is setting you up for disappointment and failure. You think there's plenty of time? You're wrong. Life is ruthless, and one day you'll wake up realizing your best years are behind you. You'll see that your energy is gone, your chances are spent, and it's too late to turn it around. That kind of regret cuts deeper than any wound. Weakness doesn't just wreck your present, it sabotages your future and leaves you haunted by the knowledge of what you could have been. But if you act now, if you commit fully, push harder than you ever thought possible, and sacrifice whatever's holding you back, you will never feel that regret. Instead, you'll stand tall with pride, power, and a deep certainty that you are exactly who you were meant to be. You won't fade into obscurity, you'll be a force of nature. Life is about strength, mastery, and taking charge of your destiny. This is your defining moment. Stay weak, or rise and claim your place among the strong. The decision is yours, but it must be made now.